Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video. So if you've seen my latest upload, you would have seen that I have recently just been to Japan. Had a little autumn holiday out there before the year ends, and as always had an absolute blast out there. Met up with some truly amazing people and enjoyed every minute of it. I mean, if you have any interests in anime, video games or Japanese culture, then you will absolutely love it out there. And if you have interests in all three, then it's literally like a paradise out there. I really couldn't recommend visiting out there more enough. But yeah, as you can see, I did pick up a little haul out there while I was there. Now I say little, it looks like this is quite a lot all sprawled out on the floor here. And I suppose admittedly it is, but if you notice it at first glance, most of the items here are all sort of books or flat related. So if I was to stack these on top of each other, it probably wouldn't come to more than like that. So it didn't really take up too much room in the suitcase. But anyway, I'm going to sort of do a little quick description of what I've picked up here and go into a little bit more detail. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. So let's get straight on with it. I'm going to start out on the right hand side here. Now this is just some various leaflets or magazines that were handed to me or I picked up in any shops that I went in out there. Probably most likely these more come from Akihabara, which is I'd probably say my favourite location to visit out in Tokyo. If you could think of anything like an anime, it is literally like a real life anime that's part of Tokyo. A must go to location on your itinerary if you go to Tokyo. But yeah, this is awesome random leaflets. Now the top thing there is actually a napkin from the recently opened Ami shop. Now the Ami shop also in Akihabara was being constructed when I was out there before I went out there for my autumn holiday, so I kind of missed out on that. So I was very glad to be able to go in there in the newly reopened store, and it is a massive shop and they've got literally anything, figures, books, pieces of merchandise related from pretty much any anime you can think of. So yeah, pretty awesome. Next to that is kind of a small wall scroll I've got here from Yuki from the anime To Love Ru, which is pretty cool. Now I did actually pick this up from a shop called K-Books. Price sticker is just there on the sort of top right. This was also in the same building where the Ami shop was. It's pretty cool. Coming down here, just another sort of little postcard, which was just another freebie that I picked up. It was either from a leaflet or somewhere I picked up. Literally so many leaflets and stuff that I got out there. Here we have some sort of Japanese sort of gift box snacks. We've got golden waffles there. This one's on its side, but this is made cookies. And to the left of that is, you know, I can't actually remember what this one was. I'm sure it's like another sort of form of cookies, but in sort of the shapes of various Tokyo landmarks. As you can see, this is Tokyo City. As you can see, you've got like the Tokyo Tower and a panda from the very famous Ueno Zoo. So let's start making our way back up. We've got an anime, that's a badge there, in a little bit of an NSFW pose. I have seen a figure review of that one. Here's some more Japanese snacks. Now these are pretty nice. Now if you can think of like Wotsits, it's basically one of these is like a giant Wotsit. It tastes pretty similar to one and they're really nice. And that's a bag of 30 there, and it was only 300 yen. So that's, I'm not sure what the conversion for that is, but it's not much at all. To the left of that I have 4 mangas. Now these are from the anime and manga, of course, The Testament of Sister New Devil. Really like this anime. It's just a funny, clumsy sort of anime to watch. Well, one, if you do plan on checking this one out, it is quite ecchi, so keep that in mind. But this is the Japanese manga of it. Now I picked this up in a shop called Book Off. And Book Off is a massive sort of pre-owned chain shops that are in Tokyo, and picking up pre-owned manga is dirt cheap, and they are literally in brand new condition, and then these literally look like they've never even been read. And each one of these was 100 yen each, so that is literally pence. And so yeah, I mean, I can't actually read Japanese, but literally looking at the pictures, you get a good idea of what's going on. And I've watched the anime anyway, which has recently just been dubbed and has a release date, I think, for the end of this month, November. So if I pick that up, I might do a little unboxing video. So yeah, pretty cool. Coming to the top, now technically these didn't come from Japan, but I did pick these up at the airport on my way to Japan for some reading material on the plane, so technically it does count as a holiday haul. So we've got Neo magazine, which is the British anime magazine. It's pretty cool. They're promoting Monster Musume, which is a really fun anime also to watch. It's recently been dubbed as well, I believe, which is pretty cool. Next to that I've got Retro Gamer, which is looking back at Super Mario Sunshine, which is kind of I honestly feel very underrated sort of Mario game. It's nowhere near as often remembered as sort of Mario 64. I'm not saying it's better than Mario 64, but I honestly think it's got one of the best hub worlds for any Mario game. So yeah, pretty cool magazine. Coming to the left of Neo, it's quite an old issue of Megami. Now this is a 2010 issue of the anime magazine Megami, and I picked this up at Nakano Broadway, which is in Nakano in Tokyo, and these were literally 50 yen a book, which is again pence. It's not even a pound each, and so I haven't actually opened these ones yet, so this is pretty cool. Coming to the left of that, we have some new released anime related magazines and books. So we've got this Christmas themed Japanese anime book in a little bit of an NSFW cover. Beneath that is the latest edition of Megami, or Megami Deluxe, whatever, and this is promoting the reasonably new anime Euromanga Sensei, which is another pretty funny, not too serious anime, but I'm quite enjoying watching it. So there's lots of that is pretty big out there in a minute for an anime. There's literally merchandise for it everywhere, and I did pick up one thing from it, which is like a random postcard. Right, get a bit closer, I'll have a look. I haven't actually opened this one yet, but yeah, you'll get like one of these at random inside, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's one of these at random. I don't think it's all of them. See, it says there, paid, so I have paid for it, so you know. Coming underneath that, I picked up a few packs of Japanese Pokemon cards, always cool, and next to that is two Pokemon pens with some Pikachu designs on them. Okay, next to the pens, looks like a pack of cigarettes, right? Well, it's not. It's actually shaped sweet cigarettes in an orange flavour. Thought those were pretty funky, so I picked them up. I don't actually smoke, for those that are curious, but I thought this looked pretty funny. Next to that, we have it's a bar of chocolate, but it looks like a bar of gold. Funny. And above that, I have a couple of pens. The one to the left I picked up at Haneda Airport. It was given to me for filling out a survey, which I'm more than happily obliged to doing, because I was just sitting there doing nothing at that time. Next to that is a Dragon Ball Z. As you can clearly see, super pen with the Freezer design. As you can see, you've got the white and purple colours. These are signature traits. Next to that, now this is cool, Parappa the Rapper's shoe. Now I really like the Parappa the Rapper games. It's a shame we've not had a new one in well over 15 years. And Parappa the Rapper 2 was the last new game. Now we've had some remasters and re-releases of the old ones, which is cool, but it'd be great to see a new one. So Parappa the Rapper just hit an anniversary milestone out in Japan, so there's a reasonable amount of merchandise. It's not a lot that you can find, and you'd only really find it in specialised shops, but this is like really unique and cool, and so I really wanted to pick this up. Working my way back down, I have some various more leaflets and whatnot promoting shops, or there might be some maps in here. We've got J-World Tokyo, Maid Calf advertisement, there's some Pokemon stuff in there, And then we'll work our way back up. We have some more Japanese snacks. These are unopened yet. And above the snacks I have a 2018 calendar. The girls' designs that you see on the front there are on each one of the months, but you can probably already gather that. To the left of the calendar I have a Nakano Broadway, essentially the map of the place telling you the shops that are there. Another must go to location if you go to Tokyo, and it's actually promoting the Digimon Cyber Sleuth games, which I'm quite a big fan of. I really enjoyed playing the Cyber Sleuth games. It literally recreates the whole Nakano Broadway almost perfectly, I'd say. It's a great representation of that actual building block. Like, Nakano Broadway is essentially like a massive shopping centre complex. It's got like 5 floors, I think, and each floor has got loads of shops. Anything anime or video game, retro video games you can think of, and the bottom floor is where all the food and stuff like that is stored. And there's also an arcade bit on the top floor. So yeah, on top of that I have a 2017 calendar. Now it's kind of something I picked up for next to nothing in one of the shops in Nakano. It's got some pretty nice illustrations on it, so I picked it up, and not really to use it as a calendar, just for the artwork. And above that to the left there is another sort of art book with some really nice illustrations in it. Again, from the same shop I picked up that 2017 calendar from. It was like, I think it was like a couple of books for like a couple hundred yen, nothing literally. And to the right of that I have the RX Collection 1 anime like illustrations book. A little bit NSFW content, as you can probably already gather by the cover. It's kind of like got details and pictures of various anime girls from various anime series, as you can probably imagine. And yeah, that is essentially everything I picked up while I was out there. I didn't pick any figures up there this time. I didn't really have any other room left in my case. Now admittedly this didn't take up too much room in my suitcase, but I did manage to get most of my Christmas shopping done while I was out there, and there's no really point in me putting that in a whole video. You're not going to be really interested in seeing boring Christmas present stuff. This is stuff that I'll be interested in seeing and watching. So yeah, if you have any other questions regarding anything in this video you'd like me to explain a bit more clearly, or maybe do a separate video covering a particular item in this video, please put it in the recommendations in the comments below, and I will be sure to read and reply. We'll get some more videos and content up on this channel. Really appreciate the fact that I've nearly hit 100 subs already on this channel. That is really awesome. So yes, thank you very much guys for your support. Until the next upload, not sure what or when that's going to be, take care of yourselves and see you soon. Goodbye.